Sir William Osler, M.D. William Osler was born in the remote town of Bondhead in Ontario, Canada, on July 12, 1849. His father was a preacher, ministering to backcountry congregations in the area. Osler attended boarding school in Toronto and initially followed in his father's footsteps and studied for the ministry. Quickly, he realized that his passion was for medicine and so switched to the Toronto School of Medicine. He was then accepted at the McGill University Faculty of Medicine in Montreal and received his medical degree in 1872. He was a professor at McGill's Institutes of Medicine and a physician and pathologist at Montreal General Hospital until 1884. As his reputation grew, he began to lecture at hospitals and medical societies through Europe and North America. In 1884, Osler became the chair of clinical medicine at the University of Pennsylvania in Philadelphia. In 1889, he was appointed physician-in-chief at the newly opened Johns Hopkins Hospital. He was one of the first professors at the Johns Hopkins School of Medicine when it was founded in 1893, along with William Halsted, Howard Kelly, and William Welsh. Osler's method of teaching combined the practical with the academic, taking it from being almost entirely book learning and lectures to clinical rounds, examining patients, and using hands-on techniques. He also created the practice of internships and residencies for medical students. While in Baltimore, Osler served as president of the medical and chirurgical faculty. He brought the faculty's medical library back to life and hired Marcia Crocker Noyes as the first librarian. As well as teaching, Osler was a prolific writer and editor. His book, Principles and Practice of Medicine, was published for nearly 100 years and in dozens of languages. He lectured around the world and authored numerous papers and books on a wide range of topics. In 1905, Osler was appointed as the Regius Professor of Medicine at Oxford University in England. When he and his wife, Grace Revere Osler, departed Baltimore, they hoped his life would become more leisurely, but that was not the case. As Regius Professor, he was a member of Christ Church College, a curator of the Bodleian Library, and a member of numerous medical and other societies. He still gave weekly clinics for students and local physicians at Radcliffe Infirmary in Oxford. Osler was an insatiable reader and book collector, regardless of where the books would eventually be shelved. He, along with Miss Noyes, the librarian at Medchi, established the Medical Library Association. He sought out bookstores and private libraries on his travels, and frequently sent rare and special books to libraries where he had been affiliated. He kept up his friendship with Miss Noyes, and the library at Medchi was a frequent recipient of rare medical books. In 1911, King George V knighted Osler in recognition of his contributions to medicine. He became Sir William Osler, M.D., and his wife became Lady Grace Osler. Their only child, a son named Revere, after Lady Grace's ancestor Paul Revere, enlisted in the army with the McGill Hospital Unit in France during World War I. He later transferred to the Royal Field Artillery Brigade and was killed in action in Belgium on August 30th, 1917. Sir William's friends from Hopkins, who were in a medical brigade in France, heard the news that Revere was gravely injured and were at his side when he died. They were able to console the Oslers with the knowledge that Revere had been among friends at the very end. Sir William's death at the end of 1919 made international news, and memorial services were held at hospitals, universities, and medical societies around the world. Sir William and Lady Grace's remains are interred at the Osler Library at McGill University, along with Osler's extensive collection of rare books.
If you enjoyed this video, we'd appreciate it if you could leave a like or a comment below. And don't forget to subscribe to our channel to get alerts for future videos. For further insights, feel free to explore our history blog at medchiarchives.blogspot.com. Thank you.